You had me going with that music.
Hey, that's our new intro. What do you think, everybody? Let's
That
bring
was
Kim on.
nice. Hi, Kim.
Thanks.
Hi. I was like, what?
Hi.
I couldn't unmute you. You can only unmute yourself for some reason. So you're here. I brought you in. Hello and welcome. Happy Saturday night, everybody. Welcome to
Buongiorno.
Disney Night Live.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. We are live. Please share us out. And let's welcome in, of course, my wife, Kimberly. We've also got Professor Alan. And welcome back, Aaron Tapia, who was our guest a couple of weeks ago. Bird trainer over at Animal Kingdom, Walt Disney World, and he's here tonight to join us as a co-host. So that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. So excited.
Yeah, cool.
You know, it's a good thing that they brought you on because I know nothing about birds. I know maybe one bird. That's about it. Our viewers can see that I am afraid of birds. They make me duck. So, you know, thank you for covering that.
I got
you. Yes, they do.
I was gone.
That was cute.
How fun.
Lily, thank you, Lily, for saying nice intro.
Yeah, that was all done by Kim. She did a great job on it.
I did it, and I will tell you that I painstakingly did it. It's like
I put her right to work. I said, Kim, you get in that room. Don't come out until it's done. And use some Bollywood music.
You've been asking me to change it for a while, and I'm not that great at like iMovie or whatever, but I can manage it. But I think it took me like an entire day, which it should not have taken that long, but it's not that easy. And David and I were looking at the different songs and whatever, and I really liked the Bollywood like vibe. It was kind of I thought it was kind of fun.
Bollywood is great.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
And it also kind of fits into, again, our favorite park, Animal Kingdom. I mean, you will hear some really cool, music there. And so we thought the vibe kind of went, right?
I got that. I got it.
Yeah. That's our favorite park. We love it there.
We're very exotic here at Now That's Disney.
Okay, you know what? That makes much more sense why you picked that picture, because that picture of me was at Animal Kingdom, which makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
See?
I'm not the brightest of the bunch. It's okay.
Sorry, Kim stole it. She went on and she stalked you.
I just like that picture. You look adorable. Yeah. And your cat wants to get out, by the way.
He does, but he's locked in.
Oh, let the cat out. Let the cat out.
Really quickly, can I just show everybody the newest member of Now That's Disney?
Where is he? You've been holding him hostage the whole time? He's sleeping again?
Yeah.
Baloo, wake up.
That's Baloo.
There he is. Hey, he raised his head.
And he's
there. Let's put you on.
He is 4 months old.
He's about 14.
No, he's like 3 months and like a week. And he's a little sweetie pie. I'm sorry. Hello, wake up.
Wake up, Baloo Boo.
He is in honor of his brother, Mowgli.
That's right.
So yeah.
You have your new cat.
We have our new kitty. Yeah.
We adopted.
Good.
It's an early Christmas present birthday present, since Kim's birthday is next Saturday.
Yes.
It'll be a really early Christmas present.
Yeah, I was like, Christmas. I don't normally drink wine.
That if you didn't just say yes to me getting one, that it was inevitable. I would find one.
It was happening anyway.
Yeah.
Because I have a habit. Yeah. I have a habit of doing that.
I'd like to warn actually all of Middlesex County, if Kim sees your cat running around outside, she'll steal it and bring it home, and it's ours now. So lock up your cats.
Yeah.
Let's talk briefly about our friends over at D Magic World. Don't forget, D Magic World is our sponsor. We'd like to remind everybody of dmagicworld.com, 24/7 streaming Disney music magic.
Oh, wrong way.
There it is, lean in. Hey, even the cat's in the picture.
Alan's cat is always in the picture.
Alan's cat's always there. Listen, I'm not that cute to be sneaking around corners here. We don't forget to tell your friends about dmagicworld.com either. 24/7 streaming Disney music magic. Get on their website, check them out, recommend or actually request something from them, and they will get it on. You can also check us out every Sunday and Thursday at 2 p.m. They play full-length shows of Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live. I see your fingers, Alan. And check out the tab up at top that says Now That's Disney. You can click on that. It takes you right to our Facebook group. But most importantly, again, 24/7 streaming Disney Music Magic, 2 channels, Park Channel and Movie Channel. So get in touch with them. Let them know that you heard about them from here, and tell them how much you love them. Thanks. That was funny. You guys are fun. Aaron, what do you got in that cup? What kind of beer is that?
Kona Longboard, I think.
Ooh, nice.
I had a friend who had bought some, and she actually drank 0 of them and left them with me, and she moved back to California. So I'm finishing them.
Yeah, I need friends like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I chilled my glasses.
Yeah.
And Alan, did you get a new jersey from Paris?
I did get 2 spare. This isn't, but I did get 2 new spare jerseys.
Are you going to show us the merch?
I will. That was my big merch haul.
As the night goes on, yeah, I'm dying to see the Paris merch. I'm dying to hear about this. Alan went to.
It almost came home with 3 and an extra popcorn bucket, but I was already overweight with my suitcase, and it probably wasn't a good idea.
Oh my goodness!
It's all good.
Like
Bring it home.
Popcorn buckets at this point. Where do you even keep them, Alan?
You're one to ask him what 500 Scentsy warmers and 9,000 pairs of flip flops.
There's a Millennium Falcon right there.
Oh, we have that somewhere. Oh, it's upstairs somewhere.
You were supposed to hang it up in this room, and you never did, David.
I did. I put it somewhere. It's in there.
No, you did.
There's quite a few on my office on campus.
What?
Look around, Kim.
No, I said there's quite a few on my office and campus.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good place. I put some stuff in school too.
Where am I sharing this to? Feed. Yeah. There we go. I'm still sharing this out. I'm sorry.
Alan, did you notice that my room is
cut me
different?
off.
Have you noticed at all that my view is a little bit different?
No.
It is, because there's the shelf behind you now.
Yeah. So this room is like 3x4. This is the room that I grew up in. I think I've told you guys that before, because we bought this house with my father when he moved to Florida. And this is my room as a kid, but it's now like a guest room / craft / Scentsy / home office all in one. So there's a lot of stuff in here. So really quickly, funny story. After school ended, I was like, finally, I got to get in that room and change it around, because before you just saw like the bed. So I was like, oh, let me let people see my cute little wall with stuff on it, make it more interesting. And I tried to change the room around without like taking anything out of it. And because it's like a 3x3, I actually wedged myself with the bed.
No, you didn't wedge yourself. You wedged me into the bedroom.
No, before you came in, I was like, David. I'm like, oh my, like the room, it was a disaster. So long story short, me and David had to take everything completely out of the room because it was too small to move. You couldn't maneuver the bed or anything. And now,
okay, I'm picturing you and Dave like Ross and Chandler on Friends, and you go pivot.
Yeah,
the big pivot.
There was a lot of shouting because we moved the desk in there without emptying it, and then we couldn't move the bed without getting the desk out, and then had to empty the desk while it was stuck in the door. I was stuck in the bedroom for a half hour and had to go to the bathroom.
Oh no!
Had to climb over the desk. Yeah.
These are the things you do when you're married. Thank you, honey.
You got it there. Squirt. Let's talk about Professor Alan's trip. He started off his trip heading over to the UK. You visited England, right?
I did. So as y'all remember, as you all probably know, I am working on my PhD.
Yeah.
And my residency this year, I chose to take a course on the author C.S. Lewis, who wrote Chronicles of Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, that's all I had known about him. So obviously, I learned a lot, and so I started in England. I spent a week in England, and I said, if I'm going to be that close, a 2-hour train away, I'm going to Paris. The last time I was in Europe, I went to Paris. I did the touristy things like the Eiffel Tower and the Arch and the Louvre and all that stuff. So I said, I'm going to Paris after. So made it there. But I got to do this really, really exciting kind of tour with my university. This is the house. It was called the Kilns. I sent these two a little out of order. Sorry. This
That's
was
right.
the.
Yeah,
so this
I'll
is the
go back
Kilns
to this
where
one.
C.S. Lewis
Yeah.
lives.
Wow.
This was the original Great Hall where the first Harry Potter film was filmed.
I was going to say that.
The Great Dining Hall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that does look familiar.
Yes.
Okay, that makes
It-
sense.
It's the first one, and then they moved to the studio for the other movies.
Ah,
So this was actually in the church. Went for
I
a
think
proper English tea.
These are out of order. I apologize. So they're not in any specific order. But
No, I probably should have gave you one, but that's okay. I'll tell those
Sure.
stories. They're good stories.
Okay. This looks awesome.
Proper
I've always
English
wanted to
tea.
do this.
Yeah. Very, very good. We skipped the salmon sandwiches because we weren't salmon people.
Nothing.
But there is an egg salad, a cucumber and cream cheese sandwich. So those were good. And
I
then
can
the
think of-
scones at the bottom were sweet.
Pee Wee Herman, egg salad, my favorite. That's all I can think of. I love egg salad.
Right.
Cucumber and cream cheese sandwiches are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So the whole thing was really good. The desserts, and it was all you cared to enjoy. They brought us two of these trays for four. There was four of us at the table,
Oh wow.
and they brought us two of these trays, which was way more than enough for all of us. So.
And tea?
Well
Do you get to
worth it.
select your tea?
You do.
Yeah.
I had peach, which was really, really good.
Oh, yum.
And
That
so
sounds
what you
good.
do is you put the proper English way is you put your sugar in first, your sugar cubes, and then you put your tea in. It's already steeping, so you just put like a little strainer on your cup, and then you pour the tea in, and then you take your strainer out, and then after your sugar, melts in, you pour in your cream, and then you drink it that way. So it was interesting. I had never had cream in my tea before, but hey, it worked.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because my family, we've always put milk in our black tea. I know some people think that that's like weird. So they do that in England, Alan?
They do. They put cream in everything, coffee, tea, everything.
Cream. Wow.
They do it in a lot of places because they didn't England influence that in a lot of places that they, conquered, went to, visited in their travels, right? So it became a thing. When you say C.S. Lewis, now I know who he is, but I always think of that character, and I did it last week. And I think I don't know why, but doesn't C.S. Lewis sound kind of like the guy with the scar?
It's not that guy, though.
It's not. So
I've never heard C.S. Lewis speak myself, so I couldn't tell you. But definitely not that guy. I know who you're talking about. Definitely not that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up afterwards, eh? So this is C.S. Lewis's grave. You visited the grave site.
That's not his grave site.
That's not his grave.
That's beautiful.
I was like, "Where's the grave?"
Yeah.
No, that's not the grave. This is a beautiful lilac field.
It is beautiful.
Not lilac, lavender.
Oh, okay.
The lavender smelled really good, and this is. I think this was Christchurch, where a lot of the Harry Potter stuff was filmed.
All right.
And we got to go to evening song there, where the choir sang like the traditional choir robes and like traditional chamber music, which was really cool.
Wow.
And to hear that the church it's this giant, gorgeous architecture, and inside is just even crazier. We went up this, whatever you want to call it, this steeple, or I don't know, wherever the bell tower. It's a bell tower. I knew what it was. 176 very small steep steps. If you're claustrophobic, it's not fun. But you know what? I made it. And let's see if this works. Go ahead to the next one, Dave.
Probably not.
Oh, it does. This is
It
from
does.
the top.
Top, that is so neat.
Thank
so
God.
This was from the top. This was part of our class group that was there. So that was how thin this like where you could go walk out in front of this bell tower. That's how it was. We could only fit one person at a time.
My goodness.
Wow.
You know,
Kind of like
in a row like
balcony,
that.
but right.
What was that?
Yeah.
What was that cathedral called, Alan?
Christ Church.
Okay.
This
So I
doesn't
got to
fit
see
into that.
Teresa Caputo.
This
No,
is really, that's her in real life. That's
That
not
is
like
her.
a wax figure.
that is not a wax figure. That is her. We bullshit. We BS.
Ah! Aaron, do you know Teresa?
Question. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually saw Teresa Caputo live in Texas a long
wow.
time ago when she was on tour doing her live show, and so my parents booked a trip, booked tickets, not a trip because it was just an hour away, but we went to go see her live show, and I saw that 4 foot tall little old Long Island lady.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Every time she's been here in Chicago, I've missed her because there's been something that's been going on. And so when I had already booked my flight and I was already going out there, and then they announced the show, it's like Saturday night right before I leave. Sorry, Friday night right before I leave for Oxford. I'm like, I'm going. So I went. By this point though, not to drown in my sorrows, but I think by this point my luggage had made it to Dublin.
Oh yeah, because
my
you
luggage
didn't have it.
Stayed in Chicago. It decided not to get on the plane.
Right.
So I made it to London without my luggage. So I had to go to Primark, which shout out Primark, yay! This is my new favorite store. And buy a whole new wardrobe. So this is on the fly. Wardrobe. So this is not me in my Disney gear that I usually wear every day.
Her hair got taller.
It did. You know, her hair's almost as tall as mine. So
yeah, and what was the name of the show when she was on TV? What was
Long Island Medium.
Long Island Medium.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember that. Is she still married to that? Yeah.
Oh.
No, they got divorced.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they got divorced.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But she
I
was
remember
medium.
that guy.
She was the medium, right?
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, did you get a reading, Alan?
So she was looking at me, and I'm like,
Don't look at me.
and it was the lady. It was the lady next to me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was
So
like,
she had
because she said something weird, like, "Oh, I've got a woman who bowls or something," and I'm like, "Nope, not me."
No.
And the woman's like, "Oh, that's my aunt." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
So, did she say anything about the show, like Disney Night Live? Terrific show.
Yes, she said she watches it every Saturday.
Oh, cool. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She lets her hair down to watch it.
I bet.
So
Wait a second.
my-
Wait, hold on. Is that real hair? Is that real?
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah?
it's
Did you
real
tug on
with
it?
Extensions built in.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
She
Sorry.
puts her extensions and she teases. Lots of
Yeah.
hairspray.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of
Yeah,
work.
exactly. My Bed Knobs and Broomsticks fans, Portobello Road is a real road in London, and Notting Hill, like the movie Notting Hill with
Mm-hmm.
God,
Hugh
what's
Grant,
his
was
name? Hugh Grant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So Notting Hill is the area. They filmed it there. It is so cute, and they have Portobello Road, which is from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. So
Cute.
that was my.
Is
thing.
this?
So this is across the street from the college where C.S. Lewis taught. And allegedly, we don't know for sure, but if you look in the middle of the door, it's the lion. And then the two cherubs are the Tumnuses, the Tumnus from Chronicles of Narnia, allegedly.
Right.
And then let's see if this works. Go to the next one.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, that didn't work. That's
Wait, hold on.
C.S. Lewis'
Oh,
grave.
is that,
No,
wait a second.
no,
We're
that's-
going so fast.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm going back. Oh, I messed
Okay.
it all up. There it goes.
It's okay. Yeah, C.S. Lewis's grave. Very simple, very pretty. He's buried with his brother, not his wife, which was weird.
Hmm.
I don't know what was going on there.
Brother in arms.
So this is another church. I forget the name of this one, but this is the infirmary from Harry Potter, where Harry was in the hospital. When Harry was in the hospital.
Yes.
Yes. So
Aaron,
this
are
was
you
the
are you
infirmary.
a Harry Potter fan of Harry Potter, like Universal?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. I don't read. I've never read the. Actually, I lied. I read the fourth book, but kind of skimmed through it because I had to. I'm not a reader, so that's not my thing.
Yeah. Me
But
neither.
I have watched every single movie more than once, and so I definitely recognize this place. I just
Right.
couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah. There'll be a few more pictures you'll recognize.
Cool,
Not
cool.
in a row though. Not
This is Notting Hill, Portobello Road, where all the shops. This should have went with the street sign, I guess.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Next
So
time
this
we'll number
is
them.
as you go into the Chronicles. If you read the Chronicles of Narnia, when you first get to Narnia, you see a lamppost,
Right.
and allegedly, this is the lamppost that C.S. Lewis would see when he would leave school, and that inspired that.
I love them.
Allegedly.
Very cool. Wow, that's a big.
This was
group
our
of
whole
people.
group that went. Yeah, there was 30
Yeah.
of us.
Oh my goodness.
So it was a pretty big group.
Nice.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, I know. Kind of.
And these are all be from undergrad to grad. So there's
Is
a whole
this-
span of years.
Building, is that church from earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the building with the infirmary
Right.
from the Harry
Okay.
Potter movie. Yeah, that was this building.
Did they film here too? Because that looks like I don't know. It looks like where they had the matches.
I was gonna say that game. What is that game called?
Quidditch.
So they
Yes, Quidditch.
So they filmed. They were telling us they filmed all over the building. So it might be.
Yeah,
Right.
it looks like it. Well,
Yeah,
on the
that
first
area
one,
looks
at
like where
least.
they. Yeah. Oh.
This was C.S. Lewis's room, his desk.
Aw,
I
that's
took
so
a pipe.
cool.
That's your
And I-
best C.S. Lewis.
That's my best. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shay, is that a cigar in your hand, Shay?
Yeah, that's as good as I got. That's the outside of his house, the Kilns, it's called.
That's cute. Oh.
Is
I
that
see
what-
London. I see
I
France.
see France. I see Alan's. You didn't have any pants at that point because your luggage
No.
didn't arrive.
Exactly. But that's the London Bridge. It was not
Mhm.
falling down. Not falling down and
Good,
not
good,
falling
good.
down. Yeah. Oh, you may recognize this one. This is another Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they filmed down this hallway,
Yep.
up and down this hallway.
I
I
could
can't
totally
remember which
see
movie, but it was the same one as that, as the Great Hall.
I
where
feel
they
like a
would-
lot of
where
them
they
were in
would
this
eat.
hall.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
That
your
was our
the
tea.
shit-
That was our
right.
group with the tea. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay. I think
Okay.
that's the last picture in the
Okay.
slide deck.
So then I left England. We were done. No.
So at what point here, how long were you in England for, and when did your luggage arrive?
So I was in London for 3 days before I got my luggage. I had an air tag in it, and I saw that it made it to Heathrow. And I said, I'm going to go sit at Heathrow until they give me my damn bag. And I did. And I sat there and I got it. And then I took the train from Heathrow to Oxford, where I went to study. That's about an hour outside of London.
Right.
And then, so I stayed there in Oxford for a week. And then I left for Paris the next weekend. And then I did 3 days at Disneyland Paris.
Which we're gonna bring up. I went to England when I was 10, but way too young to kind of enjoy that experience. But so I'm 51, so I was 11. And it was kind of at the height of the punk rock scene, here, but they also had punk rock. And I just remember how cool it was. the giant mohawks and the chains and stuff. And then I was way too young again to appreciate that, but I wish I was.
Alan, did you go to the Tower of London?
So that bridge is the Tower of London.
That is
and
the
then
tower.
That's all. So then there's the whole like right next to it. There's the whole like prison and all that right there by the bridge. It's all
where they
connected together.
Did all the torturing and
exactly.
we got to see that, and then we went into the.
I had a cheeseburger where they tortured people. Yeah.
Oh, nice! Yeah.
Oh my God, they have like
history,
a food area.
Yeah.
They got food trucks right outside the prison.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible.
That's terrible, Muriel.
I don't like that because there's a lot of people that were hung there and stuff.
They have like
clean.
crown jewels as well, and very cool. I remember it, but so long ago. I do remember.
We didn't get the chance to go into the museum part. This time.
No, yeah,
but you're right. They do have the crown jewels and stuff in there.
Everything kind of looked like the stone that old lady in Titanic throws overboard. She's like, everything was that big and like nice and shiny, I just wanted one of them.
Diamond of the Sea.
Yeah, they were huge. I mean, they're the crown jewels. They're just on display.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, and I hope I kind of put these in a good order. I think I did. So did I get the first one?
Hey, this is good. This is the train station when you first get into Paris.
Look at me. One for one.
We got 1 for 1. As you can tell, it was Saturday afternoon.
Saturday.
So it was pretty busy.
How long does how long is the train ride?
So from Paris or London to Paris, about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. And then from the Paris train station to Disneyland was about a half hour, 40 minutes.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. You could do a lot of that. Like, that's a great trip. You could do London, Paris, Disneyland, all within 3 hours time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. And Alan, so you're in London and they're speaking English, proper English. And then next thing you know, you're in Paris. Is it like when you get to Paris, is it just all French at that point, or is it a combination?
So I didn't get to spend much time outside Paris, like in the city and in the train station and stuff. Right. But inside Disneyland, the really nice thing is if you say bonjour, hello, they know that you speak English. And so they'll start speaking, usually the cast members will start speaking English to you. If not, if you say bonjour, hello, they'll be like, oh, hold on, and pull somebody else who speaks English to help. So the cast members are really well equipped. Also, what stood out to me is all of the pre-shows, like the Tower of Terror pre-show was half in English, half in French.
That's just like the Asian parks, though, too, right? Like a lot of stuff is in English.
Do that at the American parks.
No, we don't.
No.
What?
I know.
Well,
so that stuck out to me.
I feel like the reason why, I mean, I'm not defending it, but I feel like the reason why they can't do that at the American parks is because they can't do it because we have so many different languages in America that so like in my classroom, for instance, where I teach in urban New Jersey, I have Class Dojo. So my Class Dojo translates in Spanish, Polish, Ukrainian.
Which one would you pick?
So like how could they pick that? You know what right, exactly. But in general, Alan, I'm just curious for that area because it's so close to London where they're speaking. Do the majority of the people just in general all over, like even in Disneyland Paris, are speaking French, or is there a combination? Do you hear?
I heard primarily French. You could definitely tell who was tourists,
right?
Though, and who were speaking English and stuff like that. But it was primarily French you hear.
And did you brush up on your Francais?
I tried.
When in Rome. That's okay.
Yeah, right.
I
I
would
heard.
I learned how to say horse. That's about it. That's all Babel taught me.
I heard a lot of people there actually have to go to the bathroom. They just walk around going wee 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 wee.
David. God.
Everybody's in an emergency looking for a toilet. All right, let's focus on your hotel room. Did I get the next step? You got to your hotel.
Yes. So we got to the hotel and checked in. We stayed at the Sequoia Lodge, which, if you want to compare it, is very much like our Wilderness Lodge or the Grand Californian. It was gorgeous. The rooms were great. This was a double room, as you can see. My friend and I split it.
Mhm.
It's the only hotel. So they are in the middle of renovating the Disneyland Hotel right now. Newport Bay and the other hotels have been in Sequoia. No, there's a Santa Fe have already been updated. And so this is the last one that has not been updated yet. I agree, Chris. Let's fire
Thanks.
Dave.
Sorry.
So this is the only one who hasn't been updated yet. However, I mean, for what it is, a hotel built in the 90s, it's decent.
Okay.
What's going on, bro? I see my
Dude.
brother just tuned in.
It's
Thank God he
nice.
missed that joke. Where is this? This is a partner statue. Where does this take place at?
It is. So their partner statue originally was in Disneyland in the hub, just like ours. And then they took it out and moved it to Disney Studios when they redid the hub. So now it sits in the entrance of Disney Studios.
Okay.
Mm.
What's the? How many days did you visit the park for?
Like 2.5.
And how do they work their tickets? Is it like daily? Did you do daily? Did you buy like a 3-day or? How's that
I
all
did a
work?
day. They were daily.
Okay.
And they pretty much, like, I mean, I wasn't going to option it out anyway. I was going to buy a hopper anyway because I knew I was going to go back and forth. But they pretty much push the hoppers, which,
Right.
makes sense. You can compare Disney Studios to about the size of our Hollywood studios.
Oh.
So it is, if you want to consider it about a half-day park, you can.
Right.
I made
So is that all
I
they
made
have
it through.
I'm sorry, Alan.
Yep.
Just for people that don't know. So is that what they have is Disneyland?
So
and
they have Disneyland and Disney's Disney Studios, and those are the two parks that they have there.
okay.
And they're built around Disney Village, which is their Disney Springs or
Downtownish.
how
West
cute.
Coast.
That's
West
a lot.
Coast.
That's more than I thought they had. I had no idea that
So
they
it's
had
a lot like California.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
lot like California.
Right.
Okay.
You do have to go through the Disneyland Hotel. You walk underneath it to get to the Disneyland Park,
Okay.
which is different, and it's the only park out of the 5 that do that. I understand, or
That's
6
really neat.
that do that. I understand.
What's the breakdown like per day? Do you know, like in American dollars, what a ticket is? Like, is it comparable to what we would pay to go to, say, Hollywood Studios for the day?
I really honestly don't. I didn't break it down. I bought a package,
Right.
so it was the room, the park tickets, and my meal plan.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay.
My meal plan included a buffet breakfast at the hotel every morning, and then a sit down every day, and a drink.
Oh, that's awesome.
A regular drink.
Okay.
And then if you wanted an alcoholic drink, you could purchase that otherwise.
Yeah.
No, I had
So-
a question.
This is
Go
the
ahead,
castle.
Yeah.
For the parade entertainment, because most of the parades out of all the parks,
God bless
bless
you.
you, Cam. Disneylands have always been my favorite with the music and stuff like that. And are they still celebrating their anniversary as the parade?
They are. So I know it'll be in here somewhere, but there'll be a parade float picture, and
Okay.
you can see Chip and Dale are still in their 30th garb costumes. Very, very fun, very colorful.
Mm-hmm.
I compared it to like the metallics that they had for the 50th.
Gotcha.
If you go back 1 second, Dave, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk about the
They're-
castle real quick too.
What they did is, you can see behind me, I think that's Maleficent. Sorry, my
Yeah.
little forehead's in there. But their statues were very, I don't think I sent a picture of it, but they were very like obscure art, which was really cool. They were metal statues, and there was 30 of them around the park
Ooh.
for the 30th, because they're still celebrating their 30th until the end of September.
Now, is that the only
that was kinda
castle
cool.
that is built into lawn or some sort of mountain kind of landscape?
I do believe
right?
so.
I love
I
that.
do believe so.
Yeah, it's really neat.
It looks
I think
so
so, too.
authentic like that. Alan, what was your initial, this was your first time. So what was your initial reaction being such a Disney World guy and even Disneyland? What was your initial reaction to the castle here?
So the castle is gorgeous. I love the immersion that they put into everything. The Disney Parks Corporation does everything to a T. I mean, even looking at the trees that are next to the castle, how they're trimmed to the square shape, that if you look at the original artwork of Sleeping Beauty, you see the trees in the background were square shaped. Like that kind of attention to detail is what kills me. Like I love it. I live for it. Right. That's what makes me love immersing myself in the Disney parks.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I felt the comfort of home, but it was also different and totally new experience.
Right.
So that was really, I know that's like copping out.
It's like familiar, but not.
It's the only way.
I would think that's what it would be. Right. I love the fact. I love the way that so that's Sleeping Beauty's castle, Alan?
It is Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. That's interesting. It's good. I love all this. I like how.
And so it was closed at the time that we were there, but you can go underneath it, and there's a Maleficent dragon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Like inside the thing.
Yeah, you actually walk inside the castle.
Yeah.
It was closed for refurb right now. So
Right.
these are my friends that I met up with out there.
Hey, friends.
Do they live there?
So my friend Zach and the Green lives in the UK.
Okay.
And then my friend Ines is actually in the PhD program with me. So she and her husband came and met me out there, and they're from here.
Cool.
Well, they live here in Nashville.
That is really neat.
How fun.
Love it. Yeah. There's another one of just the three of you in front of the castle.
I like the architecture of that castle. Like, do you notice how it's got like, I just love that sweeping, I don't know.
The turrets are
curved makes me makes me feel like it feels very fairy tale-ish.
Yeah.
And like almost like mystical, a little bit more mystical than what we're used to with Cinderella's very grand castle in Disney World. I really like it.
Yeah, what's the ratio, the size ratio on this compared to, I guess maybe the one in California? Is it on par? Is it smaller, bigger?
Oh, it's way bigger. This is, I think, 50 feet shorter than ours. So it's not that much shorter than ours.
Right.
In California. When I say ours, sorry, Aaron, I say California. I'm a world pass holder. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. What and does it have the reveal when you come down? Is it a main street like?
Absolutely. So the thing with this is totally my opinion. That's when I first got there.
Yeah.
My opinion, but as you walk down Main Street USA in Florida, the buildings have a forced perspective to make the castle look good. Like, we all know this. I took the keys to the kingdom. They tell you that everything. But the Main Street in France, in Paris, was at least 20 feet wider, I would say, than Florida. So there is no forced perspective on the building. So you're just getting the castle head on. And this thing is still impressive. So yeah, it's a forced perspective on Main Street that I think is really, really grand. And out of the three, I think this has been the three parks that I've been to, Disneyland World and now Disneyland Paris, I think this has been my favorite castle.
Oh wow, nice.
Is it still Main Street USA in Paris?
It is still Main Street USA,
Come
and
on.
actually, what's really nice
Could be Moulin
is
Rouge. I don't know.
No, I'm saying, come on, like really? They still call it Main Street USA?
I would love to
Well,
see like Moulin Rouge and the Canadian dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would be
Different.
yeah.
I've always wanted to
No,
go
they
to that
actually
area.
they build what's called their arcade that you walk through, and so if it's raining or bad weather, you can walk through these and get it's down Main Street dry. So you don't have to walk down Main Street, which is really nice option. So this behind me is the Disneyland Hotel. You have
That's
to walk
pretty.
through. You can kind of see the arch.
That's
like the
gorgeous.
Mickey.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they still had. You can kind of see Mickey behind me. They still had their pride flag up with the Mickey flowers, which was really
Oh,
pretty.
nice.
Um,
What was the weather?
it
Obviously,
was
you're in shorts.
that weekend was really, 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 really nice. It was in the 70s, like 75 and
Oh,
breezy. It
nice.
was really nice. It was perfect.
Nice.
Wait, Alan, was
Yeah.
there an emporium?
There was. I spent a lot of time in the Emporium.
There was an emporium on Main Street,
There is an Emporium on Main Street, yes.
but do they have like? I want them to have like French things too. Like I don't want the same stuff. Is it all the same stuff?
You want like a Spirit jersey
I
with
want
croissants on
Moulin
it?
Rouge things and like
This is not in Moulin Rouge.
You might not be happy.
it's all the
Right.
same. I
It's
mean, it's not
Americanized,
good.
huh?
It is pretty much all the same. I would say 80% of the merch is the same,
Wow.
and then it has its own particular Disneyland Paris stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's really, really interesting, and you won't see this in the American parks at all,
Right.
is the Euro Disney opened in 1993, which was the original name of the parks. And there's still a lot of the light. This is one of the light posts and the train tracks and stuff like that that still says Euro Disney.
Euro Disney. That's so cute.
I forgot what year they changed the name to Disneyland Paris, but like I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think you would see that here at the American
No,
parks.
you wouldn't.
Would
Once they
change the
change it,
branding.
they change it. Yeah.
They would change the branding all right away. They would change everything.
Did they change because Euro Disney was known as a failure? Was that why they changed to Disneyland Paris, or?
I don't know if that was the exact reason behind it, but it's no secret that Euro Disney was a big failure when it first opened.
Right.
You can see in the Disney Studios park. So when they built Disney Studios, Disneyland was already failing. It was bleeding money. And they had to build something in that spot or Paris was going to take back that land.
That's right.
Them.
Yeah.
So they built, I think it was Tower of Terror and like one other ride as an opening day attraction. And then you could see how they built on each section kind of as you go through and
yeah.
Now the latest section being Avengers Campus. But it, over time is when it, became profitable. They have Hyperspace Mountain.
And it's a Star Wars version of
Hyperspace Mountain. Disneyland does that every once in a while at their park, and you run a Star Wars overlay, which the music goes really well with Space Mountain, and the lights, and they do projections, and it's really fun.
Cool.
But they have that, I believe, all the time now.
That's very cool.
So the ride with Space Mountain, I'm sorry.
It's called Hyperspace Mountain, but it's always
Space Mountain.
Star Wars music.
Like Space Mountain?
Mm-hmm. But it's just like Space Mountain.
Right.
That sounds like so much fun.
It's called Hyperspace Mountain in California as well, but yeah, sometimes they do different.
When they do the Star Wars overlay.
Right. Yeah. What is this? Is a scoreboard from what ride?
So we did Web Slingers. Spider-Man
Okay.
Web Slingers, which is really fun. And this is so this was our score. Our
Is
car,
that the best or worst in car? Okay, worst.
We are the best number 10 of the day. We're the 10
Oh,
best
really?
score of the day.
Did I
We
get
were.
this? Did I get this right? Is this the ride?
No. So this is the Iron Man roller coaster. So they had Rock and Roller Coaster featuring Aerosmith, and they rethemed it to Iron Man and Captain Marvel.
Oh,
yeah.
It's literally the same exact ride. They just rethemed and added projections. It was still fun though. Had a great time.
Yeah, it looks fun. Is this a Mr. Toad's?
Mr. Toad restaurant. I got very fooled.
Oh.
I almost wanted to cry because I do love me some. I love me a toad.
I saved the food photos for later. Now this must be their version of the Haunted Mansion.
It is. This is Phantom Manor.
Phantom Manor, right?
Yes, which was gosh, I can't even number these now, but it was definitely way better than Haunted Mansion. So you go through, yes. So their story is very much it's kind of similar. There's a widowed lady who is, however, she's being taken by the Phantom, and you go through, and then you go through the house, and then you go through everything. There's an attic scene, and there's the dining room, and Madame Leota, and she speaks half in French, half in English. So there's very, very similar elements. You end in you don't end in the graveyard. You go through the graveyard, and then all of a sudden you go down as if you're going through the ground into, wherever the souls go. Yeah. And you end up in this Western town, like Old West, John Wayne kind of Western town. And that's how the ride ends over there. And actually, we all know that the Disney Parks Corporation likes to reuse their animatronics. Mm-hmm. The face of the mayor in their Phantom Manor that welcomes you into the Western town is our old Dreamfinder.
Oh,
from Figment.
Yeah.
The old Dreamfinder animatronic is the mayor.
Right.
In Phantom Manor.
That's funny. Kim's laughing at me. Is this just like a facade? Like, where is this in relation to the ride entrance?
So right behind me are the doors where you go into the room before the stretching room.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So you go through here, and then you go through the stretching room. And just like in California also, their stretching room is also an elevator.
Right.
Okay.
And they have a Tower of Terror as well.
Their Tower of Terror is just like the one. The premise is just like the one here. You get electrocuted, blah, blah, blah. The little girl plays a bigger role than she does. It's the story of her. You're going through her. The ride mechanism itself is set up like in California, where they load on 2 different floors, whereas the one in Florida, you just load the cars on 1 floor. California loads on the 1st floor and the 2nd floor, and so does Paris.
Okay.
Interesting.
I am not a Tower of Terror person.
No.
I hate it until the first drop.
I loved it.
Next time I'm down here and I'm taking you.
Okay. I have ridden it, yes, but I've only ridden it 2 times. One with one of my best friends and one with my boyfriend. And I like, as you know, just that cross seatbelt, and I just cross my arms, and my hands are like red knuckling, and I just said, terrible time, terrible.
So funny side story. I don't know. It was funny for me. We went to Disneyland in May, and we did Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, and there was a poor kid next to us, or in the row next to us. starts screaming his head out. We turn around and literally he passed out on the drop. And the mom's like shaking him, trying to wake him up. And we're watching this as we're dropping and going up and down. And then she wakes him up. He realizes he's still on the ride and passes out again.
Oh my God.
You just see him go again. And then like it stopped. And then they finally woke him up.
He missed all of it. That's okay.
I bet that mom will never bring him on a ride he doesn't want to go on again because
That's so
that would have scared
funny.
the crap out of me.
So scary.
Yeah, you've got to believe in people when they tell you they don't want to go on something.
There is nothing worse than being little and having people pressure you to go on a ride. That's why we never did that to our son. When I was younger, I was so afraid of Great Adventure. And I remember being online with my aunt and uncle, and I didn't want to say anything for, I don't even know. I think it was the log flume, but I'm a big ride chicken. And I remember we were on the line and I finally just started downpouring tears. And they were like, oh my God, we had no idea. And I was like, because I didn't want to say anything to anybody because I felt like a big baby. But I mean, like the fright it's not fun. But yeah, Aaron, I did not go on Tower of Terror until this year for the first time. And I'm a ride chicken, but I actually loved it, which is weird because I hated Tron. Like Tron scared the crap out of me. The launch. I really,
that is a crazy launch.
It took my breath away and I didn't enjoy it. I will be honest. And I know it's a fun ride for other people, but Tower of Terror scared our son, who's usually a ride.
He loves rides.
Anything, and he was having a panic attack on Tower of Terror.
Kim didn't believe it, and I'm like, Kim, he's actually having. He's not joking.
He was being dramatic.
No,
and he really was.
He wasn't being dramatic.
Yeah,
he wasn't happy.
I have a fear of elevators. I'll get on there, but I have a fear of elevators, which is why I've avoided the ride for so long because I don't like dropping unexpectedly, which is literally what the ride is.
Right.
And so I'm a person who will face my fears at least to try it.
Right.
But I will not go on it like if I'm going to studios, I'm not gonna go over there unless I'm gonna go ride Rock and Roller Coaster. But I have ridden it. I will probably ride it again, but it needs to be someone who really wants to go on it for me to go.
Yeah, to do it. Alan, here's you in Mickey Mouse. Now, does he speak? Because some Mickeys speak during the meet and greets.
So the Mickeys in Europe, they're not. I think they actually cut all of those park wide.
They did. Okay.
Or parks wide, I should say. But Mickey, Mickey talks to everybody. He knows everybody. He knows every language. So we had a great conversation. He loved my friends. We had a great time, and
that's good.
He was being sassy. Yeah.
Aww.
You get a lot of time with Mickey.
Oh, here's the ride float. Yes, we
right.
had plenty of time. You can see Chip and Dale. They're in their like metallic 30 outfits there. Very colorful, very beautiful. All of their outfits were that pastel kind of colors, which was really nice.
Is the parade song ready for the ride still, or is it something else?
I'm not 100% sure because I only saw it once.
Gotcha.
So I'm not too.
I like hearing the different parade music from the parks on Dia Magic World. When I listen at work, you'll hear, and some of it again is like in English, and some of it is in wherever it's from. It's just I like hearing the different songs, so I'm gonna have to check this one out. What do you have?
As you enter Disney Studios Park, this fountain is in the front, and right behind it is what I guess you can say that's like their emporium. You walk through there, and it's like stores, and there's a quick serve, and they have a brown derby in there, but it's a quick serve. It's not like our brown derby. It's very Hollywood themed.
They don't sell sweatshirts though in the Disneyland Paris. No sweatshirts at all. So Kim wouldn't be interested in going.
No, but hang on, hold please.
Hopefully.
But Alan probably found his
I knew he was gonna do it.
Oh, look at him. Oh, that is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That is really nice.
I had to get that one. And it's got the Avengers logo.
That is so cute.
And that's cute
this,
as well.
Oh, that's really cute. I like that.
And it got the old Euro Disney logo.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
Yeah. So those are my two spirit jerseys that I came home with.
I love them.
Love it as well.
Totally love them.
Right. Let's see. Let's get to exit solo layout.
And what else did you buy?
They did not like. So it wasn't exactly the Arribas brothers, but they did have a glass store, like same concept. So I bought some glass stuff from there. They had some 30s. I bought a bunch of 30 stuff, magnets, and you name it, I spent it. So which was cool.
You name it, I spent it.
This was crazy and fun and exhilarating and all at the same time. This is an RC racer. The RC car just goes up and down like a boat ride, like those those boats that go back and forth. It's intense though. Like it lets you go.
I can't do them.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was like a Toy Story land at first because I see
it is like a small Toy Story land. So that's the main attraction. Then they had a Slinky Dog, but it's not a Slinky Dog coaster. It's a Slinky Dog like spinner ride.
Oh, like alien type deal. Right.
And then there was a Green Man Army drop where the green men, you're riding the green army men and dropping from the sky.
Oh, cool.
Almost like a outdoor tower, gentle Tower of Terror. We're on the boats for Small World here.
Oh, how cute.
About to go in. What was really, really interesting, I think my favorite kind of culture shock or realization through this trip is there is an America room, obviously, because this is France and America's a different country. It is made up of a giant Hollywood sign and like old Westerns. And I'm like, wow, is that what they think of Americans? We're just Hollywood and Westerns? And
right.
That's so funny and weird. I guess
I know.
I guess so. Like, what else? I mean, to me, our culture as a country is a combination of people, right? But how do you show that? But the original would be, I guess, that like Westerns and that is so weird.
Yeah.
You were like, okay.
So we got a Mickey shaped donut. They call them Mickey beignets over there, and shared that. You got to share a donut. You have to.
It's customary.
Very good.
This
is fish and chips from Mr. Toad's. Since
cute.
I couldn't ride there, I had to eat there.
So a frog that
really
sells
good.
fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
A frog that sells fish and chips. Yes.
What is this log? It looks delicious.
It was a raspberry with like a lemon cream cheese in it.
Yum.
Very good.
That looks delicious.
Very good.
It does.
A little afraid.
This is like
Diamond Horseshoe.
Diamond Horseshoe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's a quick serve there, though. They bring you your plate, and it's not like a sit down. I mean, you do sit down and you enjoy a little longer, but it's like a nicer quick serve, kind of like Cosmic Rays.
Okay.
Why didn't they just make the America part of Small World in Paris?
Kim's still stuck on it. She's upset about it.
Disneyland America, since that's where it started. Wouldn't that make sense?
That's not their vision of it.
The whole entire park that the people are in there is based on an American dream.
They feel a lot to do with us. Has to do with Westerns.
Like John Wayne in our
howdy there, Small World. Is that
I can't believe that. That is so funny.
Is
and, like,
that a
cold.
sausage in your pocket?
I'm still on this. All right.
You're
You know
done,
there's
Dave.
going
You're
to
done.
be a John Wayne impression.
Ooh, that's
My favorite thing I think about there is right next to the castle. There is a cart that sells champagne.
champagne cart.
So I enjoyed many glasses of champagne, and you get this
Chanzel. Yeah, that
beautiful.
That's cute.
You get this
Yeah.
beautiful plastic 30th wine flute, and it was lovely.
Do you
Did
get
you bring
refills?
that
Like,
home?
yeah.
Did you get to
You
bring that
know,
home? Oh.
I did bring it home. I've got a couple behind me somewhere.
Okay. So that every time you
But
buy
yeah, no, these were 15 euros a pop.
dry or sweet champagne.
It was sweeter than
Yeah.
dry. It was good. It was
Good.
good.
It
Yeah.
was good.
I don't like my champagne
Yeah.
too dry.
It was a nice Asti Spumante.
Yeah,
Sure.
Monte.
No, Kim, a Verdi. Verdi, though, I'll tell you what, for like $7 a bottle, Verdi is some good champagne. Now that's Mr. Toad, right? That's
That
him.
is not. So we went to it's Mr. Toad Soup. Yes.
yeah.
No, that is. We went to Chez Remy, which is right outside the Ratatouille ride. They have Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which is the same thing exactly, just like the one they built in Walt Disney World. And as you exit, you can exit next to the restaurant. This was their seasonal soup, which was broccoli with the little
Broccoli
piece
cheddar?
of cheddar in it soup. This was a dessert at
I
Captain
thought that was
Jack's,
a soup.
which is like a pirate themed restaurant, kind of like Blue Bayou in Disneyland. You get to sit in the ride. Same thing with the concept here. Captain Jack's. We were inside Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
This was dessert. It was a mango sticky rice pudding. Really good.
I thought it was a soup. That's why I put
Delicious.
it with the other soup. Here's the fish and chips from.
That's from the Golden Saloon, or not the Golden Saloon, Golden Diamond, whatever the one that is ours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks good.
This was
Steak frites.
my steak frites and ratatouille from Chez Remy. Delicious, very spot on.
It looks good. Looks nicely cooked. Yeah.
I had medium, very good. Dessert. This was a chocolate mousse from Chez Remy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a jambalaya. It was chicken and prawns, which is shrimp over there. They call them prawns, over rice. This was a fruit cup and an ice cream sundae.
I like the little sheriff's badge in there.
Yeah, that's cute.
Right? This is not a dessert now that I'm saying.
This is not a dessert. You flip-flopped it. Yeah.
Darn it.
This is a quinoa. This is a quinoa salad. That was really good.
Next time we're numbering these darn things.
I was in a hurry.
Right.
Yeah, I was in a hurry, so I got that is a chocolate croissant, 2 chocolate croissants, and a Mickey waffle because you have to eat something Mickey shaped.
We should have chocolate croissants more often. Everybody should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the weekend that we were there, they were protesting in Paris again, so they did close the park early, and we did not get to see the fireworks show any night. Every night that we were there, the fireworks show was canceled. I really wanted to see it because they have drones and a bunch of stuff for the 30th in there, but thanks protests. So they close the parks at 9:30. They're usually open till 11, and then they close Disney Village at 11, which is usually open till 1 over there.
Wow. What did you you were in the parks and not like outside, so at no time did you where's the protest going on in relation to the park, like right outside or?
No, so Disneyland is about 45 minutes from downtown Paris, like the Eiffel Tower, if you think like that downtown. And all the protests were happening down there. So about 40 minutes away. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So in no time danger, right? Like
no, but there was an uprise in security and stuff like that there. Just to be safe.
Right.
Gotcha.
I want to go back and watch what's the name of the show on Disney Plus, and they talked about Euro Disney and everything.
Imagineering Story.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
because they had a good backstory on it. Well, I mean the true story, but yeah, and like how that all unfolded, and we had the chance.
Yeah, Michael Eisner was just pushing, and it just never really clicked.
They sent Lee Cockerell over there as he was the president of the park, and we interviewed him when I did Mousecast podcast that I was a part of, and that was very interesting to hear that from him. But I remember him saying, at no time did they feel like pressure. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like they made them feel bad about it. I'm trying to remember his exact words, but it later became a success. So, I want to go back and see that. Why are the comments not coming? Oh, here they are. Yeah. Thanks, Kim. But yeah, that's really cool to hear about your trip and Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, super fun.
Right?
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting me share. I appreciate it.
No, we're happy.
Sharing.
And I always love talking about myself, so it's fine.
Just Alan.
Me too.
We're gonna get along just fine.
Famously, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, and so next Saturday, no show. It is Kim's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kimmy!
Yeah, we're gonna take the night off, and we're gonna have some
Pool party.
Pool party. Is that what we're calling it this time?
Everybody gets a float. Yeah, you got llamas, we got flamingos, whatever you want, Alan.
Yeah.
I want you to have tequila shots. That's what I want you to have.
Oh, please, no more.
It's been a year.
It's been a year since tequila night for Kim.
Maybe one, David.
No, not for me. I have tequila though. You can drink it. I will not be. I'll drink something
I
else.
love tequila.
Yeah.
So do I.
Well, I like to sip tequila. I will not shoot it. I like sipping.
Sipping.
Clase Azul is my favorite.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
the Reposado. It's really good.
Reposado. Yeah, I have a bottle of Terramana Reposado. And I like that.
Yeah,
what happened to Baloo, Kim? Did you step on him?
No, he's just doing bad things.
Oh, well, he's a kitten.
He's hello, everybody.
Real quick, Aaron. I treated myself several years ago to Don Julio 1942. And that was the most amazing tequila ever. And that bottle lasted me a long time, but it was really good. But I'll be sipping as well. So thank you to everybody.
Kim and I will be doing shots. It's fine.
David and I can sip.
Yeah, we'll sip away.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. We really appreciate you giving us some of your Saturday. Again, that's Disney's Disney Night Live. Don't forget about DMagicWorld.com. Thank you to Alan for sharing his England.
Thank you, Aaron, for coming back again.
Of course.
Yeah, we want to have Aaron back as well as a co-host here with us. So we can always have a show on a Saturday, regardless of if someone can't make it or
always
not.
A show.
Right? Yeah. So there we go. So
what kind of show that'll be determined.
You never know. Yeah. Each show is different in its own
like the
right.
night that we left Alan alone and he was like roaming around the monorail drunk.
That was hilarious, that one episode. I have to go back and find that and remember that.
That was one time.
I know, but it was the best. It was just so funny.
Thank you, Lou. It was hilarious because
Alan, are you okay? We were messaging him.
He was fixing his hair. He was drunk. Yeah.
He was all hot and sweaty. He was like, go back to the Emporium to go shopping.
Right.
I left Epcot, got on the monorail, went to Emporium instead of my hotel, and went shopping. Yeah.
Priorities.
Sounds about something I would do when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody. Here's our outro.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Have a great rest of your weekend. We love you guys.
Good night, everyone.